In this installment, we're going to be going over the NFL bets for Week 12, the late slate. Let's get into it. Hey, yo! Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for our Week 12 late slate we got going on. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetStretchD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 8.67 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 10K, and we're well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you're already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so we can grow to a much broader audience. All right, so you guys did respond to my call to action. I asked you guys to, when you watch this video and you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button right now. Let's get over the hump. Let's get to 9K. Can we get to 9K early December? Can we do it? Let's continue to push forward. I would highly appreciate that, guys. Also, for the Patreon, if you missed out, we had some very solid plays there. Our main play was Duke. That came through. They were underdogs. Shockingly, Arizona is still a fraud. They were a fraud last year, and it proved so. With how talented this Duke team was, it was definitely a value spot there. And also, the community parlay came through. We had the Houston Rockets cover 12.5. Chicago Bulls on the money line, and the Mavericks came through without Luka Doncic and beat the Denver Nuggets. We had the +4, and that parlay was +608 on that one. So if you want winning plays and join a winning group, click on that Patreon link provided down below. Get connected. You're getting access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. I'm so excited to announce I have partnered with BetStamp and SIGNUP Expert to provide you guys with an easier way to sign up with any sportsbook in your area. If you go to the link in the description down below, you will be directed to this page you see here. It automatically displays all available sportsbooks in your area plus their current promotions. For example, you could take the plays given in this video and apply it to any other sportsbooks you don't currently have and reap the rewards. Now let's get into the slate. In Allegiant Stadium here, we have the Las Vegas Raiders 2-8 going against the Denver Broncos 6-5. AFC West battle in division matchup here. Broncos on the road as favorites, -275 on the money line, with the comeback of the Raiders at a +225. Point spread at a 6 and total points at 41. All right, public bet percentage here, 93% of the bets, 94% of the money on the side of the Denver Broncos. And for the point spread, 70% of the bets and 76% of the money towards the Denver Broncos to cover the 6 points. And for the total, 82% of the bets, 76% of the money towards that over 41 in the total. Looking at the injury report here for the Broncos and the Raiders. Right now, Josh Reynolds, third string wide receiver, he's going to be out. Drew Sanders, linebacker, is going to be out as well. And you got Zach Allen. He was just resting. He's going to be fine for this game here. Raiders are dealing with some issues here at home. Jacorian Bennett, DB, out. Nate Hobbs, another DB who's been one of the better cornerbacks here. He's out with an ankle issue. We have Alexander Madison out and Zamir White out. So they're down their number 1 back, number 2 back. They're going to be looking at Amir Abdullah and Dylan Lobby, who they got in the draft this year. He's a rookie. Definitely someone that is very good at pass catching. Had a fumble issue a couple games ago. We'll see how he goes in this one, but they're going to be splitting time in that backfield between Abdullah and Dylan Lobby. So that's going to be a major negative point there for the Raiders, losing their number 1 and number 2 running back, even though they haven't done much anyway. This is a bottom feeder team here in the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, they seem to play tough against the Chiefs, but other teams, they have not shown up in those games. Looking at these two here, they did play earlier in the season. very early in the season. It was a 34-18 win by the Denver Broncos. They handled them very well in Denver, Colorado. Now we're looking at another matchup here in Las Vegas here. And you got a total that's pretty low at 41. Gardner Minshew is the quarterback here, so you expect for him to keep this offense going. They have some guys they can throw the ball to, in Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers. So there's some upside there if you want to compete with the Denver Broncos. But this defense has been absolutely number one in the league. They have been fantastic. The Denver Broncos defense. Not only to mention that Broncos defense has led to Bo Nix emerging, all right? So he was able to run this offense and learn, and he's getting better and better week in and week out. And Bo Nix is looking like a very good candidate at Rookie of the Year here. Obviously, right next to Jaden Daniels. He has a case for himself right now, the way he's been playing as of late, all right? So the main factor here, what the Broncos are going to lean on, it doesn't look like they're going to have to lean on Bo Nix much in this one, even though he does have the ability to run the football. But the Raiders, their Achilles heel is stopping the run. 25th overall, 28th in the red zone. And the Denver Broncos have plenty of backs that they can utilize. They can utilize Javonte Williams. They can utilize Bo Nix in the option. And they have Audric Estime, who they used a few weeks ago, who came up and emerged. They can also utilize him, who's a bigger back, more physical. And if they want to do a ground and pound, grind it out type of game, you could definitely see that one here. This is the second matchup in the in division, and you know where I'm going to lean here. I'm going to lean towards the under when in that type of situation. I think that the Las Vegas Raiders in this game will struggle to move the football, and you will see the Denver Broncos dominate this from beginning to end. We're going to go with a clean sweep on this one. Broncos on the money line. Broncos to cover the 6, and we're going to go with the total under 41 points. Another in-division matchup here in Lambeau Field. Green Bay Packers 7-3, going up against the San Francisco 49ers 5-5. Looking at the current odds for this one, Packers at home as favorites, -250 on the money line, with the comeback of the 49ers at a +200. Point spread set at 5.5. Total points set at 44.5. All right, public bet percentage here, 60% of the bets, 63% of the money towards the side of the Packers. For the point spread, 66% of the bets, 54% of the money here on the side of the 49ers. And for the total points, 75% of the bets, 68% of the money on the side of the over 44.5. All right, so major question mark here on the side of the 49ers, and we're going to get into that right about now. Injury report here. Packers will be missing a few guys here. And Edgerrin Cooper, linebacker, he's out, and then their leader at cornerback, Jair Alexander, will be out of this game. All right, those two outs do not compare to the amount of outs here for the San Francisco 49ers, who have been decimated this season. Tatum Bethune is out. Nick Bosa, their leader on the D line, is out. Kevin Givens, D tackle, is out. Trent Williams is highly questionable. He has 3 DNPs. So if they no Trent Williams, which is looking like a 60 to 7%. Just wait on news for him. Jacob Cowing, wide receiver, he's out. John Feliciano, he's out. Guard. Brock Purdy, their quarterback, he's out. Charvarius Ward, cornerback, he's out as well. This team, it's finally adding up for this team. The San Francisco 49ers the past couple years have been blessed with not that many injuries, making long runs into the playoffs. But this season is a season from hell, and it is coming for them right now. If you expect the 49ers to come back from their current record of 5-5, it does not look good for them at all. And you have a highly motivated team here in the Green Bay Packers. In division matchup, obviously. But the factor here is that loss. It's not in division matchup, excuse me. This is the NFC North. But they are very familiar with each other because of that playoff game, all right? This game here between the Packers and the 49ers, Packers had a lead in that game. In that third quarter, they had a lead, and they gave it away. Heartbreaking fashion, had a comfortable lead in the third quarter, gave it away, allowed the 49ers to score 10 points in that fourth quarter and lose. All right, they had a great opportunity. Jordan Love was looking phenomenal. And this is redemption here. We have the quarterback now for the 49ers will be Brandon Allen. Career backup. There's no accolades here. This is a very good spot for the Packers, all right? They're going to lick their chops in this particular position, and we're going with a clean sweep, all right? Packers on the money line. Packers to cover the 5.5. We're not going to be trusting Brandon Allen here and the injury-plagued 49ers. The only question is the total. All right, can Brandon Allen and this offense muster up enough offense to cover this total to make it go to the over? Highly debatable. If you want to look at it another way, you could take the under on the total of the 49ers, the team total. You could do that. Or just take the over on the Packers. I expect the Packers to go over their team total probably around 24 points, 25, 26, around that range. I believe that this team can put up 30. All right, so we're going to go over on the team total if you want to fade the total points, because I do not trust this 49ers offense right now. But the main plays, Packers on the money line, Packers to cover the 5.5. This one here is an NFC West in division battle here. Seattle Seahawks 5-5, Arizona Cardinals 6-4. This is a battle for the number one spot here. All right, you make things very interesting if the Seattle Seahawks can get this win here. And even up that record for both teams. This one is split down the middle looking at the odds. Cardinals are very slightly favorites. The money line's the exact same, right? -110 for both sides. Point spread set at 1 for the Cardinals. Total points set at 47.5. All right. A public bet percentage here, 54% of the bets towards the Seattle Seahawks. But we have 70% of the money here. Sharps are on the side of the Cardinals. For the point spread, 51% of the bets towards the Seattle Seahawks +1. And for the money, 61% of the money here on Seattle Seahawks +1. Very, very slightly there. Total points are towards the over. 74% of the bets, 76% of the money towards the over, 47.5. They are foreseeing a shootout in this one. All right, very interesting. Looking at the injury report, it's kind of clean here for both sides. Jalen Thompson, safety, he's going to be out for the Arizona Cardinals. Couple Q tags here with Darius Robinson, Jonah Williams, and Xavier Thomas. But those guys are trending towards playing. For the Seattle Seahawks, Bradley Russell, third string tight end is going to be out this game. We have Noah Fant questionable, Laviska Shenault questionable, who's their special teamer, but everyone else should be fine here for the Seattle Seahawks. So pretty much clean bill of health for both sides here. Looking at the Cardinals, they are on fire right now, 4 games in a row, winning against the Chargers, Dolphins, Chicago Bears, and New York Jets. The reason why they have gone on this winning streak here is because the defense has stepped up since that Monday Night Football game against the Chargers. Very physical game, and they outmuscled Harbaugh's team there in the Chargers, and they have been dominant since then. They handled the Miami Dolphins, who are turning things on right now, and then they flushed with the Chicago Bears, held them to 9 points, and then the Jets held them to 6 points. So this defense here definitely has stepped up, and Kyler Murray is taking his game to a whole nother level right now. So it's very, very impressive here. Seattle Seahawks have been very up and down. Very good win against the 49ers, who are obviously crashing down here with so many issues injury-wise, but they struggled against the Rams, get dominated by Buffalo Bills, and then lost to San Francisco about a month ago where it was more a healthy team there. So this game here, the Achilles heel for the Seattle Seahawks is stopping the run. Looking at points allowed to opposing running backs here, looking at the Seattle Seahawks, 120 yards, okay? 120 yards total per game, 5 yards a carry. I could definitely see James Conner get going in this one, and that's going to help this offense here. And another issue with this defense, they are good against wide receivers, but the issue is tight ends, all right? They give it up to tight ends. Nothing gaudy here, but the Cardinals have an elite tight end here in Trey McBride that has been waiting to go off here and get a touchdown. And this is definitely a game that you can foresee that in this one. Seattle Seahawks 25th in the red zone, 21st overall. So the opportunities are very high here with this running game, and that's going to lead to play action and lead to their big target in Trey McBride down the field. So I see in this game here the Cardinals taking control of the NFC West here and getting a win over the Seattle Seahawks on the road in a very tightly contested game. And I like the over in this one. So we're going to go to Cardinals money line. Cardinals to cover that 1, and we're going to go with the over 47.5. All right, a lot of people are looking at the Cardinals defense only allowing 15 points in the last 2 weeks, but this is a very, very familiar opponent here, and stakes are high. This offense, these teams are going to be very aggressive and go for it on situation that you do not expect to put up points. All right, they're trying to make a statement here. So Cardinals money line, Cardinals -1, and the over 47.5. Last but not least, here in SoFi Stadium, we have the LA Rams 5-5 going to be against the Philadelphia Eagles 8-2. Looking at the current odds here, Eagles road favorites -155 on the money line, with the comeback of the Rams at a +130. Point spread set at 3, and total points set at 49. All right, public bet percentage here, 84% of the bets, 81% of the money all over the Eagles. For the point spread, 55% of the bets and 68% of the money towards the Eagles to cover. And for the total points, 71% of the bets, 63% of the money towards the over 49 on the total. Injury report here. Eagles, all right, major injury here for the offense. No Devonta Smith, their highly talented number 2 wide receiver. This game is just gonna be A.J. Brown as the number 1 wide receiver. Eagles are pretty thin at the wide receiver position as well, because Jahan Dotson and others have been very mediocre this year, below average, actually, to be completely honest. So Dallas Goedert is going to have to step up in this game for the Philadelphia Eagles. Rams, their injury report, Charles Wood, DB, he's going to be out. Rob Havenstein, offensive tackle, he's going to be out. That's a negative there. And KT Leviston, O-lineman, he's going to be out as well. So 2 linemen are going to be out of this game for the Rams, and the Eagles are missing their number 2 option at wide receiver. So very interesting here with these 2 matching up. So Eagles come in 6-game winning streak, obviously getting things going, clicking. Saquon Barkley taking everything to the next level. And can they stop the run game? All right, that's going to be a major point here. Can the Rams just mitigate that run game here and limit Saquon Barkley? Looking at the stats here, Rams are pretty decent at stopping the run. All right, not saying yards wise, but yards per carry, it's one of the better ones. It's exactly at 4 yards per carry that they're allowing. So if they really want to force things with the Eagles, better chances here that the Rams can limit the Eagles. Rams are only allowing 100 yards per game, 4 yards per carry. So that's top 14 in the league. That's a positive note there that the Rams can lean on. The Rams have been playing much better football in the last 5 weeks, winning 4 out of the last 5 games, beating the Rams, dominating the Minnesota Vikings, which is a very impressive win, beating the Seattle Seahawks. They did not show. They looked very lackadaisical in that game against Miami, which was, I believe that was on a Monday night. That one you'll take with a grain of salt, but they bounced back against New England and dominated there in New England. So that was an impressive win there. So these 2 teams are obviously coming into their own. You're seeing the Rams with Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. This is going to be a very interesting battle, all right? The secondary of the Eagles has been elite this year, and now they have to deal with dynamic wide receivers and Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, and then you still have to deal with Kyron Williams and Blake Corum right behind them. So this is going to be very, very interesting. I love the over in this one. I think it's going to be a high-scoring event in this game at 49 points. We have seen some positive notes from the Eagles pass rush and the Rams pass rush. So watch things in that fourth quarter. Which pass rush is going to be able to get to the quarterback and make it uncomfortable. Jared Verse has looked phenomenal for the Rams. Their early round pick, he's finally stepping up and coming into his own. And that could be a key factor here. Which pass rush is going to be able to get to the opposing quarterback? That's what's going to be a big factor in the fourth quarter there. I think before then, they're going to put up some points. And I think the Rams at home are a very good dog to put your money on. All right. So we're going to go with the Rams +3. We'll take the field goal in the hook right there for the Rams as home underdogs, and we're going to lean towards the over 49 in the total, all right? So let me know in that comment section down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? We can definitely debate about that in the description down below in that comment section. If you guys want to sign up for the Patreon, remember, you're getting access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat 24/7. This is your boy, Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.